Hello, people. How are you? So glad to be back. My name is Chantal Sneath. I am a certified integrative nutrition health coach. I had more water to swallow. Sorry about that. And I'm the founder of the Healthy Leap, where I teach very busy lady bosses and women how to create more time and space for the health so that they can restore a bit more balance to their crazy schedules. Who doesn't have a crazy schedule? And today I want to pop in and talk to you about something really fun I did last week. I went into a classroom, full disclosure, it was my daughter's classroom, fourth grade, and I taught a workshop, and it was the first time that I did so, and it was really fun. And just the backstory, kids are the toughest critics on earth. I think that if you're a parent, you'll agree with me. And I was not born a public speaker. In fact, when I was young, in high school, you had to give some oral presentation, stand up in front of the class and talk about a topic. And it was like dying for me. I just absolutely hated it. Survived. But never would I have thought that I would be going in front of a classroom of, critical, fourth graders and teach them something. But that's what I did. And I taught them about nutritional literacy. And I don't know if that term exists, but it does now. Maybe I coined it. And what it basically means, and what I taught them, is that there's just background, is that a lot of people buy food that's packaged, right? And I'm not just talking about pasta and beans in a can. I'm talking about, the packaged cookies and ketchup in a bottle and soup in a can and pizza in a box, frozen pizza in a box, and just anything that is packaged. And some people buy those foods out of convenience. You're right, they don't eat out of those boxes and packages every day, but other people do. And I wanted to talk to these kids, because they're in fourth grade, which means that they can read properly. And I taught them the importance of evaluating what their parents buy. And a lot of kids go grocery shopping with their parents, sorry. So I knew that, the kids are more or less a part of that purchasing process. And so I felt it was really important to present this workshop. And by the way, just very important side note here. I did not create this presentation. It was originally created and designed by Dr. David Katz, who is a researcher, and he works at Yale University. I can't remember exactly the name of the center in Saudi Arabia where he works, but he did it, and he was actually one of my professors when I went to the Institute for Integrative Nutrition. And so he's extremely well respected. And so he had created this presentation many years ago, and he taught this workshop to many classes around the United States to great success. And so I was fortunate enough to inherit that presentation when I was in school at IIM. And it was always in the back of my mind that it would just be great to teach kids. I work with grown-ups, obviously, but it's a big passion project of mine to make a difference in this world. And I just feel that kids are just the perfect, these fourth graders are really at a perfect time in their lives to, they say that 10 is the age of reason, and most of these kids are 10 years old. So I feel like, okay, the age of reason, this would be a great time for them to understand how important it is to read food packaging. Hence my newly coined term, nutritional literacy. So I taught these kids kind of, the marketing and advertising campaigns that unfortunately they're subjected to, not necessarily on TV, which they are, unfortunately, but the campaigns that they're subjected to in the grocery store, which means, for example, I'll take my, you know, this is the marketing and advertising campaign that I'm referring to, right? The front of the box, the front of the food package. And oh, thank you, Jean-Rou. It's nice to see you here. So I kind of, I explained to them that, these are really made for them, even though the parents buy them, that these are really designed for them. And then I told them that, that this only tells one side of the story. This is what food companies want you to think. They want you to think that, it's a healthy cereal because there's strawberries in the picture, right? There's strawberries in the bowl, which makes it healthy, supposedly. And it's just a fun thing to eat, right? Because we have, what are they called, right? Something crackle and pop, something like that. I used to eat this as a kid, so I should know. So I taught them that, but I also told them that, if you really want to know the truth about a food product, which you should know, you should want to know, you need to look at, this is a small box, so it's different here. On a normal box, it'd be all on the back, but you need to look at the nutrition facts. You see? Yes, okay. And in this case, it's the bottom, and the ingredients list. Do this right. You can't see, but anyway, it's down there on this little box. And so I gave the kids a lot of examples, from fruit juices to, cereal boxes, just products, foods that kids typically consume. I just pointed out I gave them basically, the presentation, by the way, was called Nutrition Detectives. I presented in French, so, I said, Détective Santé. But the program designed by Dr. Katz is called Nutrition Detectives. And the whole idea is for the kids to put their detective cap on and look more closely. And so we took a particular look at the ingredient list, and I taught them things like, the first ingredient in an ingredient list, no matter how long or short it is the most important ingredient that's contained in the box. That the longer the ingredient list is, the more likely it is to contain some not so desirable ingredients. And how, for example, I think it was cereal. So I talked about, obviously, the content, sugar, obviously lots of sugar in some of these products, lots of salt, and how, for example, there was one cereal, is it this one? No, it wasn't this one. It was another one. There was one cereal that had salt in one, like the first 5 ingredients in a long list of ingredients, and just how, there was more salt in that cereal, that bowl of cereal, than there was in another kind of, in a more savory product. So just these kind of things. And specific, also, I made them look for specific ingredients as well, like high fructose corn syrup, which unfortunately we still find in things, and high, partially hydrogenated oils or hydrogenated oils and things like that. After that, I gave the kids products such as these, but also, common things that people buy, like, these, these are not necessarily ramen noodles, but you know what I mean, things like this. These snack bars, the granola bars, people buy all the time. Oh, and these, people like these, this fruit punch kickstart. Never seen that before. Oh yes, and this was a favorite when I was a kid. Maybe when you were too. Chef Boyardee. So I gave the kids paired up in duos, and I gave each group, each team, two products to analyze, and the takeaways were amazing. I got some amazing feedback from the kids. Some of them actually graded me. They actually put like 9 on 10 or 10 on 10 or 100%. And one child told me that, he was going to teach his parents. Oh, which reminds me, by the way, I, at the end, of course, I did not leave the food with them. I took them all back. I was like, I'm a health coach. I'm not going to give you these things. So I left each child with a little handout. It was actually kind of like almost like an infographic, really, that listed the five clues, and it was plastified, which means that it can be on the kitchen counter with oils and water splashing all over the place, and it's not going to be damaged. But I really encourage the kids to put that handout on the kitchen fridge, or even better, in their mom's purse, or just bring it with you when you go to the grocery store, because that's where you make the food decisions, right? It's not in your kitchen, it's in the grocery store or wherever you buy food. So I think that's about it. And I got great feedback from the teacher too, by the way, and so much so that she started bragging about the workshop and me to the other teachers, and I'm booked for another workshop in another group in the same school. So I'm really excited to give this presentation again, and I just really hope that this idea of nutritional literacy becomes the norm in our society. I had my cleaning lady come yesterday, and I told her about what happened last week, and because I'm hoping to present in her son's class. He's older, and she said, "Well, Chantel, adults need this too." We're not taught this in school, and it is true. I had a home economics class when I was in high school. I can't remember which grade, but I just can't recall learning about this particular topic. And it's so important because we buy food. We're forced, right? We have no choice. We buy food every single week, some of us several times a week, and which means that we have to make choices all the time about what we put into our bodies. And these foods are readily convenient. They're often discounted. And so they're very popular with people for those reasons. And so I just really wanted to educate the kids on, the perils of buying packaged foods. And obviously the alternative is that you buy Whole Foods, right? That, the best colors, are not the ones on the package, but they're the ones that we find on fruit and vegetables and nuts and things like that. Wonderful things that truly nourish us and make us feel great. So on that note, I wanted to thank you for watching. And if you're looking for some accountability and some education on food and nutrition so that you feel better, I do suggest that you apply for a free call with me. I give free 60-minute consultation calls with people so that we can figure out what health goals you want to achieve and how you can go about doing that. So you can check the link in the description box below, and you can click on that to learn more about that. So I hope that this was educational, and I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.